So the brilliance of 2 is that they somehow figured out a way.
I love those words.
To give you the movie you already loved again from a slightly different perspective.
Right, because now they're double.
Yes, and I believe it was Carl Sagan who said, this is the best time travel movie that's ever been made. 2.
Back to the Future 2.
Back
Carl
to the Future
Sagan.
2. I believe it was Carl Sagan that said that it was the best time travel movie he's seen. Because it is not just like a one-to-one. You know, in the first one, we have 1985 Prime, Marty Prime, who goes back to 1955. So then you have 1955 Prime, which is unaffected and led to the first 1985. Then you have the one that he goes back. Then he makes a new 1985, from which he then travels to the future. So then in the second one, he travels to the future, which has been affected by Doc going there. So that future, there was a future that we've never seen. Then we don't see the one that, we don't see the one that Doc goes to. Then Doc finds out this information, comes back to that new 1985, tells Marty that he and Jennifer have to go to the future. So they go to a slightly affected, slightly different 2015, which all of your memes are incorrect, by the way. If you ever get that meme that says, this is the day that Doc... Nobody knows what day Doc traveled to in the future from the first one. No one knows. He never says. He just says 30 years in the future. Marty, however, travels to October 21st, 2015. So until that day, your meme is incorrect. Because they went back the day before the crime happens that they need to stop Marty McFly Jr. from participating in and ruining his life and everyone around him.
Right.
So, but back to the timelines. Then in the second one, they go to 2015. Biff gets the almanac. He goes back to 1955, and he goes back to a period that's already been affected. Mm-hmm. So he goes back after Marty has been there.
Right.
Because Biff is getting his car fixed.
Right.
So if he wasn't getting his car fixed, then it would have been the original 1955.
Right.
Or a different timeline. But he goes back, affects the future. Then they go back to 1985 from 2015 thinking everything is fine. They go back to a third 1985.
Wow.
So this is why, because I've only gone that far into it.
Right.
That it's a fantastic time travel movie because it sets up a bunch of different timelines.
Like 6 different possible pasts, futures, and presents.
Right.
Weird.
And so you get to see Biff's vision of 1985, which is just gambling and toxic waste and everybody being murdered, and it's just horrible.
Right.
Plastic surgery.
It mattered. Oh, so realistic.
Very realistic.
So it mattered to that starfish.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a lot of it was so busy that I think that the only way to like it would be to watch it 100 times.
It is, and I think that like when I was so excited for it when I was a kid, like so excited for 2 to come out because I got to see it in the theater.
Right.
I was old enough for it.